Hey everybody, welcome to JDM World. Today we're going to be installing this Crown XLS 1502 amplifier into our home theater. Today our front speakers, which are Definitive Technology BP2000s, are being powered by our AVR. It's a Denon X4400H and it's putting out about 125 watts per channel. This amplifier is rated at 500 watts into 4 ohms and 300 into 8 ohms. So that should translate into about 3 more decibels of top end on those speakers. Now the goal isn't to make things louder because it's loud enough. I'm hoping that this will allow us to make the environment a little more dynamic. Also, in the video, we're going to look at taking the remaining channels in the AVR and we're going to assign that out to the rest of the 7.x.4 environment. So we'll have our 2 front channels powered by the XLS 1502, and then the other 9 channels, including the 4 Atmos speakers, will be coming off of the AVR. The first thing we want to do to get this amp ready for installation is to go in and do a factory reset. We bought this one used, and this might not be necessary on a new box, but for us, we don't want to, have any surprises and be in bridge mode. So we're going to go ahead and reset that to factory, which you've just seen. The next piece for configuration for our environment is to set the input sensitivity to its most sensitive. So that'll be the 0.775 volts. Now we're going to go ahead and install the amp into our AVR cabinet. The goal is to replace that amp that you see right there, which is a little 50x2 Dayton amplifier with a new unit. So we're just going to go ahead and pull out some shelves and the old amp and make some space for the new amplifier, and we're going to go ahead and plug that right in with the screws that we took out of the shelves. This all is pretty straightforward, and this amp will drop right into your cabinet, so there are no worries from that point of view. It's a standard size. So that's kind of what it looks like once I've got it configured up underneath my iNuke. Now it's a simple process of just taking RCA cables and connecting the outputs from the AVR to the inputs on the Crown, and this is just standard RCAs. You don't need anything special. And then we simply take the banana plugs, which are the speaker cable leads, and move the left and right from the AVR amplifier outputs to the outputs on the back of the Crown, and it's completely plug and play, very standard. Next, we're going to run through the setup assistant in the Denon X4400H, and I decided to just run through the whole setup again pretty quickly to show how you select 11 channels on the of amplification on the 9 channel AVR itself, right? So it says, do you have more than 9 speakers that you're going to connect? Because it only has 9 channels of amplification. You say yes, and then it's going to prompt you to choose, are you doing front speakers for external amplification, or are you going to do height speakers? And that's typically the choice that people will make. Either they'll buy a small amplifier for 2 of the Atmos channels, or they'll buy a larger amplifier and then power their front, left, and right. And so I made that swap from external amplification for Atmos to the new front, left, and right speakers. And this amp is putting out, somewhere between 300 and 500 watts, depending on the ohm load. So it makes a pretty big difference. At this point, we're just running through the setup, and it's asking, do you have surround, and do you have rear surround, and Do you have subwoofers, and all of those questions. And on the screen it'll show you how you actually connect those to the back of the AVR. If you've not done this before, it's very straightforward. The only tricky piece is right here when you're selecting Atmos. The idea is if you're using 4 Atmos speakers, you want to select 4 speakers in 2 pairs and then choose top front and rear front. That's the appropriate selection for Atmos in the Denon AVR setup. We're moving on to subwoofers. I'll select 2, although I actually only use 1 pre-out right now. I'm using a mini DSP for all of my DSP functionality, and those outputs just run straight into that unit. Now, a piece that I'm going to skip through pretty quickly here is the software asking if you can hear all of your speakers. So I've cut all that out because I could hear everything. It takes a few minutes to run through that. And what you're going to see here is just the final steps in the configuration of your Denon AVR. I had set this all up before, so I had Ethernet connected and everything was working, and that all went through without any issues. So, in summation, to install the XLS series of amplifiers from Crown, which are Pro amps, which you usually see in PA systems, it is super easy in a home theater environment. I mean, there is absolutely nothing to it, right? It plugs in, and you don't have to worry about speak-on connectors. You don't have to worry about balanced outputs. You just use all the cables that you have without any changes whatsoever. Hopefully this has been a help to you. If it has, please click like and subscribe. And if you've got a new amp, please let us know how that goes for you. Thanks.